Imagine a machine, a device made of carefully crafted bronze gears, each one precisely cut, each one turning in silent coordination with the others. A mechanism capable of calculating the movements of celestial bodies. Now imagine that this machine was built more than 2,000 years ago, and then lost, hidden beneath the sea for nearly 20 centuries, until it was discovered by accident. This is not a legend. It is the Antikythera Mechanism. In the year 1901, Greek sponge divers were working near a small island between Crete and mainland Greece. The island was called Antikythera. During one of their dives, at a depth of about 45 meters, they came upon the remains of an ancient shipwreck. From the seabed, they recovered statues, amphorae, jewelry, and fragments of marble and bronze. It seemed like a typical archaeological discovery from the classical world. Among the artifacts was a heavily corroded lump of bronze. At first glance, it appeared insignificant, just another damaged object pulled from the ocean floor. But when conservators began to clean it, something unexpected emerged. Gears. Dozens of finely cut bronze gears, interlocked with remarkable precision. At the beginning of the 20th century, this was already unusual, but when scholars realized the true age of the object, the discovery became something far more unsettling. The mechanism dates to around the 2nd century BCE, more than 2,000 years ago. Over time, researchers determined that this was not a decorative object. It was a complex mechanical system, a device capable of predicting lunar phases, forecasting solar and lunar eclipses, tracking planetary cycles, and synchronizing different calendar systems. In essence, it was an ancient analog computer. Many historians now describe it as the first known computer in human history. And this is where the mystery begins. If such technology existed in the ancient Greek world, why do we not see similar machines everywhere in the archaeological record? Why does mechanical complexity of this level seem to disappear for more than 1,000 years? Sophisticated astronomical clocks would not appear in Europe until the late Middle Ages. Mechanical calculating devices would emerge even later. The industrial age was still far beyond the horizon. The Antikythera mechanism seems out of place in its own time, as if it does not belong to the century that produced it. This raises a quiet but persistent question. If one such device was built, were there others? Was this a singular masterpiece, or the surviving fragment of a broader technological tradition that has simply vanished? There are several possible explanations. The first is lost knowledge. The Hellenistic world was more advanced than we often imagine. Engineers, mathematicians, and astronomers of that era possessed extraordinary understanding of geometry and celestial motion. It is possible that similar instruments once existed, but were destroyed by war, decay, or the gradual collapse of ancient institutions. History offers many examples of knowledge being forgotten. The second explanation centers on individual genius. Perhaps this mechanism was the work of a single brilliant engineer, a mind inspired by earlier thinkers, capable of transforming abstract mathematics into moving bronze, a craftsman whose innovation was never widely replicated. And then there is a third possibility, more philosophical, more unsettling. What if human progress is not a straight line? What if civilizations rise to remarkable levels of insight, only to lose them again? The Antikythera mechanism forces us to confront the fragility of knowledge. It reminds us that technological achievement depends not only on intelligence, but on stable cultures, preserved texts, and continuous tradition. Without those foundations, even the most sophisticated creations can disappear.
Imagine the darkness of the seabed. Silence, pressure, cold. Inside a broken ship, a machine that once calculated the rhythms of the cosmos lay motionless. For 2,000 years it waited, until humanity once again turned its attention to the stars with the same curiosity as the ancient world. The Antikythera Mechanism is more than an artifact. It is a message from the past, a reminder that history may be deeper, more complex, and more fragile than we are willing to admit. And perhaps, even now, there are chapters of human achievement that remain hidden, waiting to be discovered.